day high school girls dream about is nearly here. We're talking prom, and here with some fresh looks for prom is Janet Brotherton, owner of Lindsey Bridal over in Rantoul. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Well, of course. So what is hot and trending right now in prom fashion?
Well, as you can see, all the colors, just a panorama of all different colors. Different necklines. I think the dresses are more modest. The trends are more modest. We're seeing a lot of what called build-ups with the shoulders covered, and definitely Frozen has had an impact on prom because we're seeing a lot more of this kind of shape with the flow at the bottom.
Right.
And the ball gowns are still popular. There are some two pieces now, but not where the midriff shows. It's just more of a skirt and top look.
Well, do you think that they're going that route because more schools are enforcing dress codes with their looks, or is that just maybe how it's going?
I do get a lot of girls that come in from different schools in the area, you know, all the way even north, that come in and they have to take a picture and they have to send it to their school administrator, and it has to be approved.
Really?
So I think there definitely is some very much monitoring on what's going to be appropriate.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to take a look at what you brought in, because as soon as I walked into the studio today, I was like, oh my goodness, these are fabulous. So, like you mentioned, the necklines are different. Strapless still big.
Strapless is still big, but we are still seeing some, you know, more of the build-ups. But the shape, mermaid with a little bit of flare. The difference you'll see is that some of them are a little more restricted. So, you know, it depends on how low the cut is. Right. The back, sometimes there's a zipper back, or there's a corset, which is really attractive for the tie. It looks really good.
Now, Janet, back in my day, sequins were huge.
Right.
But now it's... Oh, are they?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was going to say, because these are like a bigger, larger stone, which is so pretty.
But sequins are, beading is still, you know, bling it out. Sparkle is a go.
Okay, well, we'll talk about beading and sparkle. We'll move over here to this one. This one is like just princess all the way.
It is, and this is, it looks kind of like a purple. It looks like a lilac. It looks like a blush, so it picks up. And that's one thing about a tulle skirt, is that it will reflect just about any color. So, you know, you put it next to a green and it's going to look a little more towards that shade. So it's really nice for people with different complexions, girls that have different coloring, that they can pull off a different tone they want to go with. Pull it out with the guys' tuxes.
Yeah.
So,
and you've got jewelry to go along with them, so you've got a big selection of that as well.
We have a big selection of jewelry. The girls like the chandelier earrings because a lot of times that's the only time they wear their hair up.
Oh, yes.
So they do the updos and they want to show off some really pretty jewelry, so they, you know, put on some chandeliers.
Okay, and now we're going to look at our last look here, again with the sequins and the beads and the frozen color. This one's beautiful.
It is, and this, opposed to the first one, has a sweetheart neckline. So the beading's a little bit different and the cut is a little bit lower, and of course we don't have the ruffles, but if you look, you see a lot of different layering.
Yeah.
Turquoise, and then it's over gold. So we see a lot. We're seeing a lot of just a different layering, a lot of different facets in the colors.
Now these are all long dresses. Yes. I can remember the big thing maybe a year or two ago was that high-low. I didn't really get that, but is that still in?
It's still popular. We still get girls that ask for the high-low, and the short ones are still, you know, popular, but then you go with the great shoes.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
When you go the short, it's all about the great shoes.
It sure is. Yeah, Cinderella, hello. And girls obviously want to look their best, but so do the boys.
Absolutely.
So we've got an example of a tux over here, and I was telling Matt during the break, I was always thinking tuxes for prom were black, but then I had a story about a boy who wore a white one that didn't go so hot. But talk a little bit about what's going on with the guys.
Anything goes for the guys, and we really have fun with the guys. We really enjoy them. But gray, all shades of gray. This is a medium shade of gray. They can go lighter. They can go more towards the steel gray. I mean, we have chocolate brown. Of course, we just still have the white and the black. But the thing about the boys is, and I noticed that Matt had on a gray suit in one of your shows some time back, the tennis shoes. You gotta have the tennis shoes.
Oh my goodness.
And bow ties are very popular.
Yeah, and then gotta have the garter.
Gotta have
that garter. You got an upcoming Bridal Expo. Really quickly mention when that is.
That is March 15th at the Linden in Rantoul, and it is from noon to 4.
Okay, so make plans now to check out those brides out there that may need a little inspiration, there it is, all the information on your screen. Janet, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Hey, anyone who wants to take me to prom, I might be available. For more information on Lindsey Lane, Bridal, definitely head to CILiving.tv after today's show. And a reminder, you still have time to enter today's CI Giving for a chance to win $50 off your next purchase there at Lindsey Lane Bridal. To enter, head to CILiving.tv and use the keyword community. Only one entry per person, so good luck. Matt?
I like the